Hi everyone, in today's video this is a really quick tip on how to take your card making up a notch. So if you've been following my channel, you'll have probably seen that I've been making some cards using the artistically inked designer series papers over the last few weeks. I have been trying to encourage you all to use your pattern papers. I see so many craft room tours where people are showing the stacks and stacks of coloured cardstock and coloured pattern paper that they all seem to have and hoard. I've been trying to encourage you all to use it over the last 5 or 6 weeks or so. So these, as I say, are some of the cards that I've been making. That the videos are all in the Stampin' Up playlist on my channel. Today I want to show you how to decorate your envelopes. Now, you know, a lot of you may know this already and already do it, but there are new card makers all the time finding my channel, so I just thought this would be a really quick tip and a way to show you how you can take your card making up a notch, and especially if you sell your cards. So I've got 2 cards here that I've made in this series, and if you haven't seen this artistically inked designer series paper, it's absolutely beautiful. It coordinates with the artistically inked stamp set. The paper I think is called Expressions in Ink, sorry, and the stamp set's artistically inked. And I've used, you know, elements on these cards from the stamp set. So today what I want to show you is first of all, I've got 2 of our regular A6 envelopes, and using the same big stamp that's featured in the paper and in the stamp set, I've stamped the front corner of each of these envelopes. So this one is Evening Evergreen because this is like one of the darker colours that's in this card. And then for this one I've used Polish Pink because that's one of the colours that's in this paper. And they look great as they are. You know, those envelopes with those cards would make a lovely gift, or, you know, if somebody received this dropping through their letterbox, they'd be sure to go to this and open it first. However, let's just take it up another little notch. So I've got a piece of the designer series paper that matches what I've used in the background. I'm going to cut this at 2.5 inches by 6. So I'm going to take this down to 2.5 inches. And then I'm going to do the same with a piece of green that I've used on this card. I'm going to take it to 2.5 inches wide and then just put those little scraps on the side. And we'll do the pink one first. So I'm just going to bring in a piece of scrap paper just so that I don't get glue everywhere, and just put that just into the envelope. And then I'm going to bring in my Tombow liquid glue. You could use dry adhesive for this if you want to. And I'm just going to cover the flap on this envelope with some adhesive. I'm not going to go too near the ends because I don't want it all to squish out. And then I'm going to bring this piece of paper in and I'm going to line it up with the top edge of this envelope and just smooth it down. That's going to help distribute that glue on the flap, but it will, because I didn't go right up close to the edge, it won't all ooze out. But that's also why I put this piece of paper in, so that if it does squish out, I've got some paper here to protect it and I won't glue the envelope together. So now I'm just going to bring in my scissors and I'm just going to follow the edge of this envelope and cut away the excess piece of paper. And as I say, if you use 2.5 inches by 6, there is virtually little to no waste. So let's just give that a rub. So when I turn it over, you've got this now. So this is a beautiful card with a matching envelope that all ties in the design. And then on the back, you've got the paper to match. How simple is that, yet how effective? Simple tip there for you. It's another way to use up your designer series papers. It's another way to take your card making up a notch. So let's just do the other one. So again, I've already stamped the flower in the, you know, bottom left hand corner out of the way, so you've still got plenty of room to write your address to wherever it's going. Slip in my piece of scrap paper again and do exactly the same. Just use some wet glue. If you're using a dry adhesive for this, you will need to go fairly close to the edges so that your paper doesn't lift. But if you're using a wet glue, you don't need to go as close, because when you put the paper down and press it down, it will disperse the ink for you. So again, piece of paper, just lining it up with the top edge of the envelope. Try not to get glue on my fingers. Because you're using wet glue, you've got a little bit of wiggle room. Just going to turn this over. Now I haven't somehow managed to get a little bit of glue on there, so I will try and rub it off. But again, take the waste paper away and follow the outer edge of the envelope, using it as a guide for cutting your designer series paper. So there again now is my other card with the matching flower, and then when I turn this over, it's got the matching designer series paper. So how fabulous do they look, and all very quick and simple to do. And as I say, you know, you've probably seen this done many times before, but if you are new to card making, I know there's a lot of people that follow me for the ScanNCut and have now started getting into paper crafting. So, you know, you may be new, you may not have seen this before, but as I say, it's just a quick, simple tip, another way to use up your designer series paper and to take your card making up a notch. Please give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe if you don't already do so, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.